So if you have your enzyme, there's your coenzyme. You have to add the coenzyme for the enzyme to work. If you leave the coenzyme out, it won't fit properly and the chemical reaction won't take place. So some enzymes need to have a coenzyme or a mineral for that to happen. So that's one factor. Okay, another factor is temperature. Every chemical reaction has its own particular temperature to work at best. For instance, we need to have 98.6, 37. If it gets too hot, they fall apart. If it's too cold, they just get too stiff. Okay, pH, every protein has its own specific pH. Depending on where it is. Like there's, I showed you there's pepsin and trypsin, both do the same job. They break apart proteins. This guy's in your stomach where it has low pH. This guy's in your gut and with a higher pH. But if you moved them into the opposite places, they wouldn't be able to work. Okay, the other two things are either this one. Okay, every protein has its own speed. And I showed you the Lucy video of this. An enzyme can only go as fast as it can go. So you can increase productivity of an enzyme until it reaches the speed limit. And that's what this guy is showing. Is that this guy can only, as you add product, okay, it can only, as you add substrate, the reaction will increase until it can't do it as fast anymore. So you can increase productivity of an enzyme until the enzyme reaches its maximum activity. Okay. Now, if your enzyme can only go so fast and you want more, what do? You add more enzyme. So if you want to speed up a reaction, but you can't speed up the individual guys, you just add more. And that's what this is saying. This says if you add more enzyme, more workers, you get more product. Enzyme inhibition. There are two types of enzyme inhibition. One is called competitive, and that's where the inhibitor will bind to the same site as the substrate and basically block it from working. I told you that most drugs, pharmaceuticals, are blocks enzymes for some, either foreign enzymes in your body or some enzymes that you don't want to work. And so they compete for the same site. And then there's non-competitive, where the non-competitive inhibitor will bind to another site and cause that the shape of the enzyme to change so it doesn't bind the substrate anymore, and it shuts it down. The one is direct, it actually binds the active site, one does it somewhere else. Okay, and the last thing are blood markers, okay? Serum enzymes, so when you get blood work done, and this probably relates to a lot of what you do, is if there's some sort of tissue damage inside your body, a good way to find out where it is to do blood work. When a tissue gets damaged, it starts leaking, and one of the things that'll leak out is specific enzymes that are related to it. So if you're having a heart attack or haven't had a heart attack, you will have high levels of creatine phosphate, kinase, because what has happened is those tissues have been damaged and they're leaked out creatine phosphate, kinase, so that then you can tell. So this is a really good way to. So when you hear a doctor say, well, let's do blood work and we'll find out, see if then go, oh, it thinks it's your liver, you know, because there's elevated alanine, transaminase. Okay. Okay, so. All right, so, that's, I will post it if it came out okay. I think I will send you updated PowerPoint, this updated PowerPoint as kind of the review. And, do that by tomorrow.
That's on Tuesday?
That's done Tuesday.
He's gonna do a class test on anatomy this semester.